Let's start right at the beginning by understanding the principle itself. And here we have its formal definition. Sola Gratia, a Latin phrase meaning grace alone. It's such a simple yet powerful assertion. You see, these two words, just standing there by themselves, are really the key to the whole idea. They suggest a source of action that is singular and complete all by itself. Now, to really get a handle on this idea, we have to go to the source. So our focus is going to shift to a very specific and highly influential passage. It's in the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. Let's just read the passage in its entirety. "For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast." These words, well, they form the very bedrock of the principle we're looking at today. You know, to appreciate the full weight of this passage, we really need to break it down. So take a look at the first and primary statement. By grace are ye saved. The verse immediately establishes grace as the agent. You could call it the fundamental cause or the instrument by which this state of being saved is achieved. It's really the starting point for everything else that follows. Okay, so after establishing grace as the cause, the text then brings in the role of faith. Now, faith here is described not as the source of salvation itself, but more like the medium or maybe the channel through which this grace is received by a person. And then the text adds a really important clarification. It draws a very clear line in the sand, stating unequivocally that the source of all this is not of yourselves. It doesn't start from within the individual. Well, if it isn't from us, then where does it come from? The passage answers this pretty directly by defining the entire thing as the gift of God. Think about it. A gift, by its very nature, isn't something you earn or deserve. It's given freely from an outside source, which the text here identifies as God. And this brings us to the central argument of the verse. It all seems to hinge on this core distinction between two opposing concepts. This is truly the heart of the matter. As you can see here, the passage creates a very clear split. On one side, we have this concept of a gift from God. And on the other side, we have the idea of human works, actions, deeds, or merits that a person might perform. The text deliberately sets these two ideas in direct opposition to each other. Now, the crucial point here is the reason why this distinction is made. Why is it a gift and not of works? Well, the text tells us exactly why. Lest any man should boast. So the whole stated purpose is to remove any basis for a person to claim personal credit for their own salvation. And so, our examination of this ancient text leaves us with a rather profound question to think about. What is the significance of a gift that, by its very definition, cannot be earned? If this video was helpful to you, please like, comment, and subscribe to help the YouTube algorithm get the videos out to others. Thanks for watching this Principles University presentation, and we'll see you in the next video.